Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Bo Nix getting better. Week 8, locked in, fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, inexpensive way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Bo Nix, the Broncos. Bo Nix getting better. Have yourself a day. Saying there's a chance. Aspen, California, beautiful. Against the Fighting Ejeros here. Ejero back in the day, that's probably a big hit at safety. Nowadays, that's a nothing burger, big completion. This is a nice third down conversion. Now, again, I think it's fair to potentially be critical here of putting your guy in harm's way, but this is nowadays, I mean, you have to play the game as it's played. Little post, deep in, shallow coming to you. You've got this middle field post safety. If he's going to take away this at all, you would think you'd come back here and have a nice window. He does. Should this be a big hit? Should this be an ambulance shot? It's one of those things where it's just not how the game is played. And so you can make this type of throw and feel like you can get this completion. It's also an excellent route. Watch the route up top, the very top of that in route. See the corner turn. Now he's got his rear inside. So the thing I always talk about on this channel is use the technique of the corner against them. So if they're going to turn and bail and face the sideline, well, then we've got anything we want in breaking. So away from their technique, but you can't just get in there and banana that thing in there. You've got to really hit this thing with vertical speed, make them think like we're going by you, and then tight turn this thing to not drift upfield to get hit by the safety. So it's just an excellent job. 3rd and 7, situational ball. Nice throw from Bo Nix, driving it down the field. Again, this is one of those things I probably thought in the past he has not done as well as other things. That's drive the ball down the field on time, consistently, staring down the barrel. Got a lot of white running right at you right there. Stand in there, make a great throw on 3rd down, 1st down. Let's roll. Next one here, 1st and 10 as we fight through kind of the face mask look of the pipes here at Mile High. We're going to go a little naked keeper to the right, condensed, get to a 3-by-1. We're going to hit the over. Beautiful throw. Nice technique here from Bo Nix, carving this thing downhill, making an accurate throw. Nice job here with the ball fake. So offhand extended. Offhand on his core. Come out of that thing, no in the flat. Yes to the over. Again, always been a guy I thought that throws very well off platform, on the move, really good athlete. It's one of those things. Again, you see this type of play all across the league where we're going to be in a condensed formation. We're going to run some iteration of naked keeper, whatever your terminology is, quarterback-wise. Love the fact that he carved this thing downhill towards his target. And then route-wise, you're almost always going to get something in the flat, something in the over, and something to the corner from a condensed formation like this. Now, I think most times I don't love getting from the flat from the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. So coming down this way, oftentimes you can get hit or rerouted. We then get to the over. We then get to the corner. Bo Nix does a nice job. Again, this is nice play calling. Get your young quarterback out on the move, not having to deal with the pressure of the pocket. Wide open. Nice call on 1st and 10. Puts it right on him, and it turns into a big chunk punt return right down the sideline. And again, it's one of those things where it's an easy completion for him. He's doing what he does well. He's carving that thing downhill. Again, look where he comes out of the fake. So it comes out of the fake, almost touches the white line. Then when he makes that throw, he's almost 4 or 5 yards towards his target. So almost touches the 35, throws that thing much closer to the 40, puts it right on him. Perfect throw, allows for the yak, and that's a big chunk play. Next one here, 3rd and 4. Nice little completion up top and a little Greg Roman special. It's just a must outside release go and a little slot flat or quick out. Again, not necessarily a perfect throw, but again, situational football, decisive, get the ball out quickly. I think this is one of the things he has done in the past at a very high level, and that is be extremely accurate on these short throws, these quick throws at the line of scrimmage. So again, for me, must outside release go. Here's where the ball goes on that little quick out or flat. Now, the other part about this that I like, and I think it's worth pointing out here, is we've got everything coming to him here as far as working right to left, right? So if it wasn't there, let's just play the play like it wasn't there. So this isn't available. You then got this. You got this coming to your vision, and you just work left to right across the board. Now, could it be a better throw, make it easier for your guy? Absolutely. But you're almost, at least I'm almost surprised on this kind of miss because he is so surgical and precise on these underneath throws. And we've seen him do it at a high level more than anybody else at the collegiate level. So you're almost shocked that he has to dive for it here, but it's still a nice first down. Next one here, 3rd and 3. I thought this was a pretty nice call here. We're going to get a little naked keeper off a little power pass, a little power naked. I guess power pass isn't traditionally what that looks like, but we're going to move the launch point. We're going to be in a condensed formation. We're going to have someone in the flat, someone in the over, someone in the corner. Bo Nix does a nice job accelerating there, making a nice throw, going to his left. It's a hell of a catch as well. But again, you got to acknowledge the play calling, the design here, right? We're in a condensed formation again. This time we're naked keepering to the left. Okay, they're going to, I think, pull the guard here. So this thing looks like power to the right. We're going to get out there. We've already talked about it. There's going to be someone in the flat, someone to the corner, and someone in the over. So right here, the way that they get there, a nice job here of getting to the flat. I think we secure the edge there. We get to the corner, then we get to the over. And this is going to your left, difficult throw, 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, I guess you can get away with these calls a little bit more nowadays because so many teams will go for this on 4th down. But this is a very nice throw. It's not necessarily the most friendly angle there to the flat. I would prefer the guy going a little bit more to the front pylon versus drifting up the field. What I mean by that is this drift makes this a harder throw for me as opposed to getting up and running flat right down the line. So I think Bo Nix overcomes kind of a sloppy-ish route and puts it right on him, rips that thing going to his left off platform. It's a really impressive play. Again, I love the fact that they're playing to his strengths. Get out, move the launch point, find a rhythm, get in some comfort. Now, again, not necessarily as good of a fake here. Watch his offhand, not on his core. You can see the left guard go, though. We're selling that thing. The acceleration right here, outstanding. I think that's really nice throw, touchdown. Next one here, 3rd and 2. Again, really nice situational ball. We're going to be aggressive, throw it on 3rd and 2, up top to the number 1. I'm going to call this a little choice. It ends up being a short in. Who knows if he could take it out or not. Just the release that 84 plays with here, to me, that looks like a choice or option. Bo Nix eventually lined up, puts it right on him. Again, leaning into his strengths. Precise, precision, accuracy underneath. So again, to me here, I'm saying this is an option route or a choice, whatever your terminology of choice is. Come up, in, out. Some teams allow you to take it to the post. If they're going to try to in and out you here, so they're going to try to banjo this thing with these two, I would say most teams would tell you to come take this thing out. I don't have a problem at all crossing the technique coming up here, running this thing in. It's almost always paired with like a 7 or a corner or a comeback on the outside, and you just read this thing low to high. It's a very nice job. You put it right on him. Again, I'll let you watch the release of the wide receiver up top, but this is an excellent job here, putting it right on him. Da-da-da. Boom. On him. Precise. Right up on his face. 3rd and 2 to be able to throw it, have that kind of space out there, take advantage of what that looks like, leaning in again to his strengths. Now, I haven't talked about it this video, but eventually we're going to get hopefully lined up to our left, to our first read. Now, he isn't at the top of the drop. He gets there right there. So that's the stance that I would look for at the top of the drop to make things even easier, maybe come out a tick quicker. But this is certainly good enough right up on his face. First down, let's roll. Next one here, we're going to stay aggressive. We got a little double post over crosser. The number 1 up top is going to run the crosser. This is a beautiful touch. This is an excellent throw. You honestly can't really throw it much better. I love the drop as well, the footwork, the base, everything about this thing. So we're staying aggressive. We're going to take 5 from gun, double post to the right. Keeps that base. He's got the torque, the rotational force to rip that thing. Just an excellent job here. Again, really like it. And I want to make sure I'm really clear. I talk about the things that I've been critical of him in the past about when they look so much better on film. So here's that double post crosser here coming across the field, and it's going to be there. So the play call is excellent, the design of it. What I want you to pay attention to footwork-wise here is at the top of the drop, he keeps that base. In the past, I've been pretty critical of him making life difficult on himself with unnecessary movement. This to me is clean. Happy. You got me? So just watch the footwork at the very top of this thing and see how there's no wasted movement. Boom. In fact, he maybe goes a tick back. But he keeps the base. Even though he moves that tick back, he's loaded on that back foot. So even though I'm still complimentary of it, he's still got stuff going backwards, which is pretty crazy. Regardless, very nice throw. I love the touch. I love the arm talent here to be able to layer this thing in. Back foot. Boom. At least there's no heel click. Let's put it at that. We're obviously still moving our feet around. I want it to be better than it is. It's still a great throw. The outcome is perfect. It's a beautiful chunk play. Love it. Next one here, another nice chunk play here. We're going to get a little sail or corner down here to the bottom to the number 2. So 2x2 condensed, catch combo coverage or quarter half. Beautiful call right to it. Helps when the corner falls. Davis Webb is loving it. Davis Webb has got a little bit of what I would call like a Lane Kiffin-y vibe on the sidelines. I'm not anti. I appreciate the emotion and the hands up. You can tell he's locked in and invested. I appreciate it. So to me here, quarter half, meaning that we're going to get quarters. We're going to get a half field player over here by the Fighting Nijeros. An easy way or common way to attack this is to hit him with a scissors. So we get to the post, and then here's that sail route coming out of it. So sail or corner. Now it certainly helps when this guy falls to the ground and he's trying to make the break on it. But again, Bo Nix operating at a high level. Like the design. Ball's coming out on time. Again, footwork, rhythm, base, excellent, right? Again, pretty sure that's Davis Webb right on the 32. Hands up. Hands up. He's all about it on the sideline. Now, footwork-wise from the back, this one to me is getting closer. Base, rhythm, timing. First read is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. We're not going backwards. We're lined up to our target. Tight hitch, tight reset. I mean, great pass protection, right? I'm not going to, come sideways at the Fighting Nijeros too much, but not necessarily putting up the most physical defensive fight there. But still, great job from Bo. Next one here, beautiful touchdown pass and catch. This is a little modern wrinkle on an old school classic, little sluggo seam. So sluggo up top, seam down here to the bottom. Talk about it all the time on this channel. The defender's back is turned. He is only covering the width of his shoulders. Poor 56 has got no chance running up the seam with the tight end, and that's a dot of a throw. It's a hell of a one-handed catch, no doubt as well, but this is just a beautiful job playing quarterback. So for me here, here's the sluggo, a little slant and go. I think they run it with like a little bluff bubble right here. Here comes that backside seam. So sluggo, seam. Now, I'm not even going to pretend to tell you that I know what this defense is. It sure looks like we're trying to get to the half field here. Now, who knows what they're trying to do down here, asking this linebacker to match and run with the vertical here of the number 2, the inline tight end. But once he has his back turned, so once he's facing this way, you can throw this thing anywhere you want as long as it's not into his back plate. And it's a hell of a catch as well. But I want you to just kind of watch the whole operation of this. So sluggo up top, 1. No. And you could make the argument that you could potentially throw that sluggo as like a hole shot there. But I'm fine coming off of it as well. Back to the bottom. Look at the base on the kickback. That's perfect. You can see it right on the yard markers too, so you can see the width of it. It's outstanding. And then this is a hell of a throw. Right on the money. It's also a hell of a one-handed catch as well. But when he goes to throw that ball, you can see the defender back turned. Right? He's looking this way. Again, who knows what coverage this is. Doesn't matter. It's a perfect throw. It's a better catch. It's a hell of an offensive play, and it's a big-time touchdown. I love it. Little arm bar there at the end as well. Beautiful. That's a big-time play. And again, I just really love the rhythm that he plays this with. No kickback, great base, strike of a throw. Boom. And then that is a great finish right there. Oh, yeah. Next one here, we got a big play opportunity. We're going to run a little leak. Okay, up top, the number 2, going to fake that shallow, get down here to the bottom. Davis Webb thinks it's a touchdown. Just off the fingertips there. And again, could this ball be caught? I probably think it could be caught. Could we give it a better ball? Sure. Again, a better ball, certainly easier. What he's doing here as far as trying to get this ball in here, I think this play, leak, is a better play versus zone, but it works right here where we get just enough separation, we get just enough of it, we just miss it a little bit outside. Again, I think the footwork here, he gets a little bit of pressure. He looks like he's a little bit uncomfortable at the top of this thing, which is kind of, you can see him kind of like he's almost going to get stepped on here. Can't quite follow through. Again, you see my guy Davis Webb, 35-yard line. He thinks it's going to score. I like it. Aggressive, optimistic. We just missed the throw. We missed the throw. It hits our hands. It'd be a hell of a catch. It's a little bit of a funky throw, just the angle of it, because it kind of ends up being a fadey throw. But, if we had a little bit better protection here at the tight end spot where we weren't quite in our lap, I think it's much easier of a throw. You can see, just watch his lower half here. He's looking to the right, and he just kind of almost like jump throws it because he feels that guy coming into his lower half. And then again, the ball. We just saw a one-handed catch. That's just a little bit outside our frame of our two hands. But again, I love the play call. I love the aggressiveness. We see it. We just don't hook it up. Next one right here. This is, again, another one of my favorite plays of the day. So we're going to turn down this little deep out down here to the bottom, bench, circus, whatever you want to call it, and work the backside in. Now, I personally think getting to the backside in is a great evidence of a quarterback who's becoming more and more comfortable. So play action, down the field, doesn't like it to the right, gets back and rips it between the hashes. It's an excellent football play. And this shows, for me, nice growth. So I think some people here would say, hey, I'm just going to throw this. And I don't know if you'd be wrong necessarily if you put this right where you wanted, right up on his face here. There is somebody ends up kind of feathering into this that certainly you understand he probably feels that and sees that. So you're able to then come back and work this backside in. And it ends up being a very nice play. I don't think this necessarily would be wrong, but I totally see what he sees here with the flat defender getting depth. So when he does that, the thing that I love is we go from this being 1 to this being 2, and he's able to do it really efficiently. And he's able to drive the ball down the field, again, in that intermediate zone. This looks like a pro quarterback. So no, boom. And again, you can see that right here. This player right here. Again, is he going to make a play on a ball that's well thrown right here? No. But you can, if you see or feel that, okay, you're the one making the decisions, come off, and you see all that space here in a well-designed kind of simple 1-2. And again, I apologize if this isn't Davis Webb, but he is the ultimate hype guy on the sideline. You got to love it. He's a believer. No, yes, boom. Again, big chunk play. You got to acknowledge the fact that there's a lot of space out there, but you also have to acknowledge the fact that Bo Nix looks significantly better. Now, there's no one around him here, but still, he's out there ripping it, going 1-2. I love it. Next one here, 3rd and 1, little quarterback sneak up and over. This is always a great play until it isn't. Right here, he's got the athleticism, get up, get over, protect yourself, extend the ball, 2 hands. Great. And again, this play is great until it isn't. And I think as long as you have the understanding that, hey, if someone looks like they're trying to time this thing and Palomalu over the top, then we don't want to do this. But again, you got to be impressed, or I'm impressed by his athleticism. He's got the kind of stones to be able to get in there and do this, go up and over. It's not the easiest play in the world. It really isn't. You got to be explosive. You got to have some good timing. You got to have some courage. And he does all of those things right here for a nice, easy touchdown. Next one here, 3rd and 1. Again, continue the great situational ball on 3rd down. This is zone read escort. Again, I really like teams leaning into young guys who can use their athleticism, especially in short yardage, tight red zone situations, to run the rock. Now, this is not the most explosive play in the world, but we are reading the left C-gap player. He makes it easy. I'm pretty sure that's Clowney. Don't care enough to go back and look to make sure. But regardless, Bo Nix can do this. The Broncos leaning into the quarterback run game a little bit and got to have it situations. This is just a really well-executed play. You see across the entire landscape of football played at a high level. So what's going on here? The first thing to pay attention to is just the design. So we're going to get this horizontal motion across the field. We are then going to read this player right here. So it's just zone read in that regard for the quarterback. So if he gets up the field, we're going to hand this thing off to the back. If he squeezes this, so we're going to squeeze this thing this way, then we are going to keep it and run. Now, it's not just that simple. With that, we are going to get the split flow action, who makes this thing even cleaner. So depending on if he goes over or under, so he's going to go under. Now we've got the escort element of it. So this is our escort lead blocker. We are also going to have him come in here, the outside wide receiver, and crack. So you get this kind of crisscross action. And all we need is 1 yard. But I love this because when we get out on the edge here and run it, the quarterback's not running between the tackles. This isn't like power read or bash GT. This is outside, and we've got an escort block. All we need is 1 yard. So first here, read this C-gap player, watch him squeeze down. It's an easy pull read. Pull, lead, crack, lead block, first down. Excellent. Next one here, 3rd and 2. Again, we're going to be aggressive here on 3rd and 2. We're going to take a shot down here to the bottom slot, a little inside fade. I love taking shots on 3rd down. I really like this throw. You can't catch it for him. This sure looks like it goes right through his damn hands. So again, to me, I think this is a very nice rep for Bo Nix. They're going to call a shot. You're going to get the matchup you want, on time, on rhythm. And again, I didn't go back and watch the broadcast version of this, but this sure looks like it goes through his damn hands right there, right? And that's right through the white, right through the wickets. Can't catch it for him. A beautiful throw. Again, I really like the timing of this thing. So design-wise here, there's the inside fade. Here is what I'm sure looks like middle field closed. Sure looks like man coverage, right? It looks like they've got the capacity to bring 5. I think man free. I think they end up dropping one of these guys. It really doesn't matter. We end up getting the one-on-one matchup we want. Let it rip. They called it to take a shot. You get the matchup you want. Ball out on time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch. Ball out. What do we do drop-wise here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would probably prefer 3, just so it's not so far down the field. But whatever. 6-1, half dozen to the other. Ball's up on time. We win. Again, that's a pretty damn good throw, guys. That looks like it goes through his wrists. Come on, help us out. Help us out. That would have been a massive play. Next one here, another 3rd and 2. This time we're going to get out and create to our right. Now this looks like an iteration of like post wheel to the bottom with drive up top. It's not there. We got to get out, extend. Could we run and maybe go get the first? Maybe. But we see a big chunk down the field. Now it looks like we're trying to hide 17 in the backfield here. He's going to try to run like a little wheel. It's not there. We get out, create, stay alive, throw a shot. Again, off platform, going to our right, looking really comfortable. So design-wise here, 3rd and 2, again, being aggressive, right? So some version of an in-breaker to the post. It sure looks like we're trying to hide this guy back here. Pistol, lock over here. It sure looks like a wide receiver as well. From there, we're going to run like some version of drive. One of these guys to the shallow, one guy to the in, and it's not there. So protection-wise, it's a little funky for me. I think it's very difficult to ask a sniffer to come across and block a edge pressure off the opposite side and pure drop back, like no play action. But he gets there. He does it. So it works. It doesn't matter what I think. Bo Nix step up in the pocket, escape out, and drive the ball down the field. And again, that little wheel out the backfield turns into this kind of like scramble rule, come back down the sideline, come back. So he sees him coming out, scramble rule, back down the sideline, put it on him, first down. It's outstanding. It really is a very well executed scramble drill. Now, again, watch 20 here. This is a tough task. That's a very tough task. Now, could you say, hey, Bo, trust it, take your drop, step up? It looks like he panics a little bit, like he sees the free runner right there, and he's in panic mode, which I understand. It's it's a very difficult ask to have 20 come across like this from a sniffer position and make this block. He does. We're able to get out of there. Could you just make him miss right there, step up and throw? Maybe, but there's no guarantee anything's going to be there. So we're off schedule. We're out. We don't run in collision. We run and create, put it on him, first down. Pretty nice. Next one here, we're going to stay aggressive. 2nd and long, up 21, little counter pass. Hit the fullback type in the corner. Just a really nice job. Again, I really thought that the plan looked so clean here right in front. of Bryce and Andy as well. That always stings a little bit more. Look at the pass pro. There's nobody around him. That part of it is outstanding. Again, I really like the design of this thing. So to me here, what I'm calling counter pass, pull in here to the weak side. This is where that fullback type, that fullback position is going to come out and run that corner from the backfield. I think they pair it here with like a deep flag or pylon, that kind of deep corner. So it's just a way to get to a version of flood. Usually you have the back check down into the flat. So you get that kind of flood concept from kind of a traditional run look, right? So we've got the weak eye with the wing, play fake, and there it is. We got Panthers continuing to slip all over the place out there. Can't get a rush, can't get a stop, but we're staying aggressive with the play calling, and the execution is outstanding. It's very nice from Bo Nix. Puts it right on him. First down. Next one here, counter pass. Now this one's got a few layers to it for me. One, I think the ball probably should go down here to the bottom to the little switch release dagger on time. To me, it's open. To me, it's there. We can make that play. Then we get out and create. We almost have a big play, and we kind of throw this thing and drift out of bounds together. So it showcases his ability to get out, extend, especially to the right. Very comfortable with it. You're almost surprised that he doesn't make this play. You know, a better ball here that doesn't kind of drift us. It's a little bit more club down the field, and it's an even better play. But I mean, we could easily catch that and keep our feet in. I don't know about easily. We could catch that and keep our feet in. So Bo does maybe enough there for that kind of chunk play. We got to catch the ball through the ground. But I really think the thing that I'm most probably critical on this play is we're going to run what I'm used to calling like a switch release dagger here. So we're through there. And then where I think the ball should go here is up, and this just on time. So again, a little counter pass, pulling the guard, right? We're going to fake this thing downhill right here, come out of this thing, fake it, get ready to throw. This is one. It's there. The issue here for me is that this is going to be a collision. And the pulling guard has to collision an NFL edge right in your lap. I still think we can throw this ball. So again, you be the judge. I'm not saying it's easy to do. I'm saying that it's there on time. The block is made. Throw it. Throw it. And again, I don't know what their depths landmarks are. I think traditionally those are 20-ish yards ins. You know, throw it. Anticipation, throw it. He doesn't. Okay, get out, create, and we almost get this amazing play out of structure. Now, I think he could do himself a little bit of a favor, and instead of coming so far backwards here with his momentum, see him drifting back. So he touches what? He touches the 42 there. So go sideways there as opposed to retreating. And now that throw is a little bit easier. Still a difficult throw going sideways. But anytime you start retreating backwards, I feel like the level of difficulty jumps up to almost, borderline impossible. So no, get out and create. Downhill, great. Don't go backwards. Just go sideways. Get out there, and you can see him retreating backwards. That throw is much more difficult as opposed to just keep the same relationship you have with him. You're faster than that guy. Probably get outside, get downhill, make that play. Next one here, 4th and 1, up 21. We're going to throw a double pass. Sutton up top. This is a hell of a throw from Sutton. This is an aggressive-ass play call. Davis Webb loving it again. Really loving that one. It's a big-time play. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm not sure I would burn this play up 21, but if you wanted to show it, you wanted to call it, you didn't have a lot of trust in your guy to make that throw, that's a sweet throw. That is a big-time throw. So 4th and 1, we're going to fake like we're going to throw this little now screen, quick screen up top. We're then essentially going to run off. We're going to ask the back to go from the tee on this rail or wheel, and we're going to throw this across the field. Again, I don't know if he's necessarily reading this 1 to 2, but this is a big time throw. And then if for some reason it wasn't there, it sure looks like Bo Nix is supposed to be like the check down. I mean, it's pretty sweet. I really did enjoy the plan and play calling and offensive architecture from the Broncos in this game. I mean, that's a pretty wild 4th-and-1 call. I guess I don't care if you're up 21 or nothing. They got to stop you. That's a big-time throw across the field. I think he was gloved up, too. Driving that thing. That's beautiful, man. It's a hell of a throw from Sutton. It really is. From the quarterback perspective, just going to your left, not there. Looks like he's trying to get in that route, but that's a dot across the field, right? Good rhythm, good tempo. I don't know about the base, but it doesn't matter. Nice pass pro again. Just too easy. It's a hell of a play. Last one here, 3rd and 4, ball on the 9. We're going to rip it to Sutton down here to the bottom. Now, this is an excellent 3rd down conversion from Bo Nix. He can't hold on to the ball for Sutton. And whether Sutton reached out here thinking he was going to get a touchdown or not, this sure looks like a fumble turnover. I didn't go back and watch the broadcast to know for sure. But from Bo Nix's perspective, he continues to operate at a very high level on 3rd down. I mean, it's just clean, decisive. Again, I thought the plan was helpful as well. A lot of first reads were there, but when it wasn't there, he still played at a high level. This is just put it on him. Nice little like pseudo pick down here to the bottom, create some space. Again, pay attention to his base and his footwork, the rhythm. Catch, 1 step, ball out. On the body, on the break, everything except, you almost feel like that should have been a touchdown there. Certainly should still have possession of the ball. Yeah, we know it's your bad 14. We got you, dog. But from a quarterback perspective, continues to operate and play at a very high level in this one. It was fun to watch, fun to see growth, real time, impressive performance. So that is a wrap. Bo Nix, week 8, played very well. No doubt about it. I really thought that his feel, his timing, the rhythm, I thought the play calling, decision, design, all working in the right direction. Now, you got to at least acknowledge the fact that the Panthers do not look very good. There was really no rush, no issue in the pocket. With that, Bo Nix played very well. I thought they stayed super aggressive on 3rd down. I thought that it probably was even a better performance than the box score indicates, with a couple drops, a couple potential plays down the field. But overall, you got to appreciate the fact that that's significantly better, in my opinion, just as far about the things you can control from a quarterback perspective. So your footwork, your timing, your rhythm, your decisiveness, all those things look better. You overlay it with his ability to create, to get out of structure, to be on the run, to be on the move, to make good decisions, all those things, and to throw it and push it down the field. Deep down the field, potential shots, opportunities, intermediate, going 1 to 2, all those things significantly better. That was fun film to watch. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.